and I'm here today with iHealthBrokers to discuss Medicare Supplement Plans, also known as Medigap plans. If you're enrolled in Medicare and interested in supplementing that coverage with a Medicare Supplement Plan, we strongly encourage you to enroll during your open enrollment period. Now what that means is the 6 months after you turn 65 and after you've enrolled in Medicare Part B. That's very important. You may also be eligible for a special enrollment plan if you maintained creditable coverage, perhaps through your employer, and you've done so without any gaps. If you're unable to enroll during either of those periods, you may be subject to medical underwriting, which means you could be denied the supplement plan you're interested in. Not a good thing. So please, please, please try to enroll during your open enrollment period. So today we're going to be discussing Medicare Supplement Plans F, G, and N, some of the most popular plans. These are in addition to Medicare Part A and B, which we're going to discuss in another video. Did you know that up to 95% of people pay too much for Medicare? Now this is either because they pay for a plan that they don't really need all of that, or they pay for a plan that doesn't cover what they need. Either way, it's not a good thing, and it can be very, very confusing. So if you're confused, if you're concerned, if you just need a little extra help, please feel free to give us a call. You can reach us at 888-410-0344. Again, that's 888-410-0344. You don't have to rush to get a pencil or anything. I'm going to put it at the end of the video below. You can also reach us at iHealthBrokers.com. We are a health insurance brokerage, which means we work for you, not the insurance company. And we do it at no charge, so you can't really beat that. So like I said, please feel free to give us a call. We are here to help. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So, Medicare Supplement F, G, and N. Plan F. Until recently, Plan F has been the most popular supplement plan, and that's because it provides the most comprehensive coverage with a zero deductible. But as of this year, Plan F is no longer being offered to those who are not already enrolled in Medicare Part A. So, sorry, if you were planning on enrolling in Plan F, as many people have been planning on doing, it's no longer an option. However, if you have Plan F and you love it, your grandfathered in, don't worry, you don't need to switch. Although we'll talk about why maybe you should switch in a couple of minutes. Anyway, like I said, you don't need to worry if you were planning on Plan F because there are some other options that actually are most likely better for you anyway. We're only going to spend a short amount of time talking about Plan F since it's being eliminated. So Plan F is the most comprehensive supplement plan available. It covers all of your medical care, all of your medical costs, except for your prescription care, which is of course covered by Medicare Part D, which we'll discuss in another video. And it does it all at a zero deductible, which is great. Except there are some major drawbacks, which is with that zero deductible comes some very large monthly premiums. It has statistically been the most expensive plan. Not only is it more expensive to start out, but the rates get higher and higher and higher each year at a much faster rate than the other plans. And now with no new enrollees, it's speculated that those rates are going to increase at an even steeper rate. So that's kind of dicey with Plan F, quite frankly. But if you love it and it makes you feel very comfortable that you don't have to worry about, receiving any unexpected bills, then great, no deductible for you. So anyway, that is Plan F. Now we're going to move on to Plan G. Plan G is almost exactly the same as Plan F. In fact, it offers you all of the same coverage. The only difference is currently it has a $198 deductible. Now, even though there is that additional $198 deductible, that fee that you would have to pay, Plan G's rates, their monthly premiums have been much, much lower through the years. So when you average it out, you end up spending less for Plan G with exactly the same coverage. So for most people, Plan G ends up being a much better deal. Now here's something you need to take into consideration. Plan G is only offered with no medical underwriting during your open enrollment period or during that special enrollment period that we talked about earlier in the video. Which means if you are currently on Plan F and those rates get higher and higher and higher and higher as they are projected to do, eventually it may become uncomfortable or even unfeasible for you to stay on Plan F. And at that point, you may find yourself needing to switch to another plan. The ideal choice would be to switch to Plan G, which is exactly the same. Unfortunately, that plan will require medical underwriting. And if you wait for a couple of years, your health may no longer qualify you for Plan G. So we strongly encourage you to shop it now while you're still healthy enough to not run into any issues. At this point, I would say give us a call. We are a health insurance brokerage, which means we work for you, not for the carriers, not for the insurance companies. Now, many people are under the false assumption that if they go straight to the carrier, they'll get a better rate. And that is not at all true. In fact, it's very often just the opposite. You don't hike them up. You don't pay more by going with us. And they are standardized, meaning that Plan G is Plan G, no matter who your carrier is. Plan N is Plan N, Plan F is Plan F. You get the point. So, if you go directly to the carrier, they're only going to sell you their plan. And let's say their plan is $50 more than somebody else's Plan G. You're getting the exact same coverage, except you're paying more for it. So we highly advise you to go with a third party, a liaison that can work in your best interests. And that's where you want to work with a licensed broker. All right, one more thing to discuss is that Plan F and G do have a higher deductible plan, which means that those monthly premiums are much, much lower. However, that high deductible plan is $2,340. Let me say that once more in case you didn't hear me. $2,340. So if you're in great health and you don't go to the doctor frequently and you don't even see yourself needing that $198 deductible, great. Then maybe this is the plan for you. You'll save a lot of money. However, again, if you plan on spending more than $198 in medical care, then we advise you to go with the standard supplement plan and not the high deductible one, because you'll end up spending more out of pocket. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants to spend unnecessary money. Plan N. Plan N is very similar to plans F and G. You still have that $198 deductible, like in Plan G, and you have a couple of copays to take into consideration. So you have up to $20 for a copay for the doctor, and you have up to $50 for a copay at the hospital. That is not really the part that I want to harp on. What I want to discuss is the Medicare Part B excess charges. This is the unknown variable with Plan N. Okay, so first let's discuss what Medicare Part B excess charges are. Now, when you go to a provider that works with Medicare and they accept Medicare, very often they will accept the amount that Medicare provides. However, some doctors or some providers choose to charge up to 15% more. Now, this is not always a big deal, quite frankly. If you don't have a lot of doctors that you go to, or you're willing to switch providers, it's very easy to call ahead, ask if your doctor or your provider works with Medicare, and if not, you can choose whether you want to see them or not. You can also log on to medicare.gov, medicare.gov, and see who partners with Medicare. So under those circumstances, it's really not that big of a deal. However, there are many centers of excellence that do not take Medicare, meaning they have those Medicare Part B excess charges, rather I should say. So they do work with Medicare, it's just that they have those excess charges. And should you find yourself in need of one of those facilities or institutions, those bills can really, really stack up. So if you are in great health, you have no real concerns, then maybe Plan N is the one for you. Or maybe you just need to consider Plan N because right now, financially, you need those lower monthly premiums. However, I strongly advise you to think about it and think about the risks and weigh the risks with the benefits, because you don't want to wind up in an unfavorable position down the line. So that's Plan N. Those are just a few of the options offered by Medicare Supplement Plans. We will discuss some other options as well as Medicare Advantage in other videos. One thing I wanted to mention once more, I did mention it earlier, but let me talk about it once more, is that these supplement plans are standardized, which means you receive the same coverage no matter who your carrier is. So shop right, shop smart. Just because it's more expensive doesn't mean it's better. In fact, in this case, it means it's worse because you're spending more money no reason. Okay, so shop right, shop smart. If you need help with that, we can help you. You can reach us at 888-410-0344 or ihealthbrokers.com. And one more thing to note, if your doctor accepts Medicare, they accept your supplement. So if you love your doctor, there's no reason to change. It doesn't matter who your carrier is as long as they accept Medicare. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has been helpful and I hope it made you feel a little bit better about your Medicare journey. If there are any other videos you'd like to see, please leave us a note below in the comments or just say hi, and make sure to like this video, let us know that we helped you out, and hit subscribe so you can be kept up to date. Anyway, thank you so much and you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.